Shalom, shalom. Kahala, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone who grew well, and double honor to my elder as well, Aharawan bin Yasha Allah of the Lions Den Camp here in Jacksonville, Florida. Salutations to the 144,000 hopeful elect pushing the truth across the four winds, and to the 1/3 remnant believers on Yahweh Bahashim Yahshua Shalom. It's going to be a quick lesson entitled Double Honors to the Elect Elders of Israel today that rule well, because you got a lot of Hebrew bug-outs out there, exalting themselves as elders, coming in the truth for 10 years and trying to exalt themselves over the elders that have been in this thing for 30 plus years, ruling and teaching truth and sincerity, being a spiritual father to the younger brothers. Where you got, a Hebrew bug-out that's going to wake up tomorrow and try to exalt himself as an elder. Because this is the book of 1 Timothy chapter 5 and verse 17. Let the elders that rule well be counted worthy of double honors, especially they who labor in the word and doctrine. So, you got our elders, the top elder being Elder Apostle Tahar of GMS, that been in this thing for 30 plus years, teaching the truth and sincerity. I know I said that before, but I just had to, and it's a lot of elders under him, a lot of fruit. You see what I'm saying? So us as younger brothers, we here to exalt our elders, because they the reason why I know the name Yahweh Bahashim Yahshua. Like the scriptures say, one planted, the other water. The one planted, the other water, but it's Yahweh Shai that give the increase. I feel I was planted because I learned the name of the Lord from Elder Malcolm. When I first came in this truth, I started watching all his videos and, getting built up in the spirit. It was being planted, a seed planted. And my elder, Aharawan, of the Lions Den Camp, constantly watering me every week, every day. You see what I'm saying? Dropping videos, going deep into the scriptures, deep into the meat, breaking down the hard things that I want to be able to understand, he'll give me the year, the date, double honors to my elder, Aharawan. You see what I'm saying? There's a lot of people out there exalting themselves, but they don't know what's going on. They can't really tell you what's going on. Let's see. Salakia. Let's see. Gotta get something in Apocrypha right quick. This is the book of Ecclesiasticus chapter 7 and verse 14. Use not many words in the multitude of elders, and make not much babbling when thou prayest. So when we around these elders, or when the elder is speaking, you just gotta hold your peace. You gotta hold your tongue, and you gotta let that elder bring out that edification. And that's what the scriptures say. Keep thy foot when I come to the house of the Lord. So we're not supposed to be trying to overtalk the elders, or trying to act like we got more knowledge, wisdom, knowledge, and understanding than the man that Yahweh Shai was dealing with before we was even born. They had this truth before we was even thought of. So the scripture said, verse 14 again. Use not many words in a multitude of elders, and make not much babbling when thou prayest. So that's the thing. We ought to keep silent when we in the house of the Lord, and we ought to keep silent when our elders are speaking, and be respectful. Like the scriptures say in 1 Timothy, rebuke not an elder, and just sit silent. But you got Sakari over there, they acting like they the top men of Israel, like acting like as if they're justified by the laws and stuff like that, but Lord willing, to be judged by those same laws that they try to exalt over Yahweh Shai, acting if they Yahweh Shai, whatever the case may be. But this is 1 Peter chapter 5 and verse 5. Likewise, ye younger, submit yourself unto the elder. Yeah, all of you be subject one to another, and be clothed with humility. For Yahweh resisted the proud, and give it grace to the humble. So we ought to be humble in this thing, man, and submit ourselves under our elders. It's not all about a great millstone. That's why I said the elect elders of Israel, because you got elders across the four corners of the earth that the Lord dealing with. A lot of people try to come in this thing and exalt themselves as an elder, You see what I'm saying? And blackball and try to blackball the man that came before them. You know, the elders that came before them. And in Israel today is this kind of like trend following. Oh, he the elder, he the elder, he the elder. You know, but it's all about who the Lord dealing with. You know, it's elders out there that only get 30 views. You see what I'm saying? But the Lord dealing with them on a more spiritual level than other elders or other men that exalt himself as an elder or that the congregation exalt as an elder. You see what I'm saying? But he you know what I'm saying, probably doing things behind closed doors that only the Lord sees. You see what I'm saying? Which we all have sins and stuff like that. But more of the story, the Lord is dealing with certain men other than other men. And just because they ain't getting exalted on it online, that don't mean that the Lord ain't dealing with them. You see what I'm saying? So, come. Verse 5 again, likewise, ye younger, submit yourself unto the elder. Yeah, all of you be subject one to another and be clothed with humility. For Yahweh resisted the proud and give it grace to the humble. So come, man, we submitting ourselves unto our elder, like the scriptures say, obey thy masters. You see what I'm saying? Our spiritual father's the man that came before us. You know, let's see. It's going to be real quick. Hebrews 13 and 17. Obey them that have rule over you, and submit yourself, for they watch for your souls, as they that must give an account, that they may do it with joy and not with grief, for that is unprofitable for you. So come, man, you don't want your elders to be, constantly on you. You do this, do that. You know what I'm saying? You need to be just following humbly, have a humble spirit and follow your elders and examine everything. I'm not saying just blindly follow anybody. You don't want to just blindly follow Sakari and they just lead you into a ditch. What I'm saying is, observe everything, watch everything. Make sure that you being humble. Make sure that you praying to the Lord. Your elders shouldn't have to tell you to drop videos and read and do lessons or whatever the case may be, or watch lessons. You see what I'm saying? You're supposed to be doing that because you're trying to please Yahweh Shai at the end of the day. So what it says, obey them that have rule over you, and submit yourself, for they watch for your souls, as they that must give account, that they may do it with joy and not with grief, for that is unprofitable for you. So you want this work to be profitable. You want to be seen as fine gold in the sight of Yahweh Shem Shai. So do what your elders telling you to do. You see what I'm saying? And make sure that you observing everything and watching everything, and don't just be blindly following a man that everybody exalting as an elder. You see what I'm saying? And make sure that you listening to and teaching what was taught. Because it's going to be the last precept in the book of Wisdom of Solomon. Because if you're doing these things anyways, you're going to be exalted in the sight of Yahweh Shem Yahshua, because like the scriptures say, it's up to Yahweh Shai to give the increase, right? And this is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 8 and verse 8. Ultimately, it's talking about wisdom. But the point is what happens when you attain wisdom, and in these scriptures. Basically, every scripture I read was wisdom, of different prophets telling you to obey your elders. And this is the outcome of that. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 8 and verse 8. If a man desire must experience, she knoweth things of old. Talking about wisdom. And Salaki, I don't know that word. Contour, all right, what is to come. She knoweth the subtleties of speeches and can expound dark sentences. She foreseeth signs and wonders in the events of the seasons and times. Therefore, I promise to take her to me, to live with me, knowing that she will be a good counselor of good things, and a comfort in cares and grief. For her sake, I shall have estimation among the multitude, and honor with the elders, though I be young. So once you have wisdom, and you constantly praying for wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, and you obtaining into wisdom, what it says, for her sake I shall have estimation among the multitude, and honor with the elders. So you're gonna be exalted amongst the elders. Not saying that you're gonna be an elder, but you're gonna be exalted amongst the elders. The elders gonna look at you like, oh, that's a diligent brother. That brother, he got a diligent spirit. He doing it out of the Lord dealing with that man. Verse 11, I shall be found of a quick conceit and judgment, and shall be admired in the sight of great men. For when I hold my tongue, they shall abide my leisure, and when I speak, they shall give good ear unto me. If I talk much, they shall lay their hands upon their mouth. Moreover, by the means of her, I shall obtain immortality and leave behind me an everlasting memorial to them that come after me. So kind. That's the thing. You see what I'm saying? You just wait your turn. You know, when a spirit dealing with you, and when the Lord exalts you as an elder, that's when you become an elder. You see what I'm saying? And it's just something that you gonna know. You know, and it don't have nothing to do with what a man got to say about it, or what this man got to say about it, that man got to say about it. It's all up to the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. So, Khan, and I'm gonna get that verse 12 again. When I hold my tongue, they shall abide my leisure, and when I speak, they shall give good ear unto me. So, Khan, that's what happened when you attain into wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, and seek after Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Cause a great man to, hear you speak. Not saying that you're gonna be exalted over those great men that came before you, but those great men gonna listen to you as you being their fruit, and Slakia, what it says. If I talk much, they shall lay their hands upon their mouth. Moreover, by the means of her wisdom, it's talking about wisdom, I shall obtain immortality and leave behind me an everlasting memorial to them that come after me. So, Khan, that's the thing, man. We teaching what was taught. You see what I'm saying? We not in it in this last hour to be elders or whatever the case may be. We just here to fulfill our lot, be prophets and just to speak, and preach the words of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, so we can usher in the kingdom, usher in Yahweh Shah. So with that, hey, shalom, and on to the next.